Could the winds of change be finally blowing over the sun-kissed islands of Cuba? It's a question that has become increasingly pertinent as the nation stands on the precipice of a new era marked by widespread protests and calls for reform. In recent years, Cuba has been a theater of significant events that have shaped the country's present and could possibly determine its future. Let's wind back the clock to the year 2021, a year that would prove pivotal in the island nation's history. In the summer of 2021, Cuba witnessed one of its largest and most widespread anti-government protests in decades. Thousands took to the streets, raising their voices against the economic crisis, shortages of basic goods, and the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic by the government. This wave of dissent was unprecedented in a country with strict controls on civil liberties and public expressions of discontent. Fast forward to 2022, despite the crackdowns, the spirit of protest remained alive. The government faced increasing pressure from both the international community and its citizens to address the economic and humanitarian crises gripping the nation. As we step into 2024, the situation remains tenuous. The government's response to the calls for change and how it navigates this turbulent period will determine the future course of the Cuban nation. Throughout this video, we've traced the timeline of recent events in Cuba, from the large-scale protests of 2021 to the continued calls for change in 2024. We've highlighted the key issues that have fueled the public's discontent: the economic crisis, shortages of basic goods, and the government's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. We've also underscored the increasing pressure faced by the Cuban government from both the international community and its citizens to address these issues and initiate much-needed reforms. The question remains, will the winds of change usher in a new era for Cuba? Only time will tell. This journey through Cuba's recent history serves as a reminder that the path to change is often fraught with challenges. It's a testament to the resilience of the Cuban people, their spirit of protest, and their unwavering desire for a better future. As we continue to watch the situation unfold, one thing is clear: Cuba, as we know it, stands on the brink of transformation.